Welcome to the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes and one of the great settings in all of college football. Boy, the scarlet and gray already rocking this house. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Buckeyes will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Running behind that left side. At the 35, he's loose. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
You want to settle everybody in on the road? You want to take the nerves away? Run the football. Really, really good job. The offensive line, they're physical and nasty. They're not nervous. They're not worried about this crowd getting loud. They just want to hit you right in the mouth, and they started the game off with some good physicality.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Trying to find his man on first down. Fires to the wideout. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Taking it the other. Continues to fight for yards. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
The offense set for a first down play. Here's the handoff. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Makes a connection. All kinds of running room. Touchdown, Ohio State. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Sometimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he muffs it. It's loose. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. USC has the ball next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive there.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. The run to the left. Open space at the 25. Several defenders did assist on that tackle. After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on second down. The give to the back. At the 45, on his way. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. For all of the star quality that USC has been built on, good offensive line, strong running game has always been a hallmark.
No doubt about it. I think they're built on, the passing game and explosive playmakers out wide, but they've always had that balance at USC. You got to have a little bit of the boring to go with the glitz and the glamour.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. They'll run it from the gun. At the 40, there he goes. Just trucks through it. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
One of the things I love about these misdirection-type plays is that you can pull offensive linemen and get extra bodies at the point of attack. So you're setting yourself up with good angles if you execute it properly, David. You saw it right there.
And saying the word angles means a lot because that's exactly what you do. Now I can block down and I can leave somebody unblocked, pull around, kick him out, use misdirection in the backfield. Really just get your eyes as a defense on something else and then go the other direction. Nice misdirection play call by this offense.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Handoff from the gun. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down?
It's unfortunate for this offense, guys. Had they not had the mental errors and mistakes early in the drive, they'd be sitting pretty right now. Even after that long gain on the running play, they've still got fourth down.
This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a fourth down stop. And to the end zone he goes. Touchdown, USC!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
PAT unit on the field. Smashes it through for the PAT. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Fair catch called for and made. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Line gets set, first down. Running back searching for a hole. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs.
God damn, yo, we can't get nothing.
There's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z. So these
going to take a shot. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets him 30-plus.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play. And I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Give him a better ball, down.
But he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Shit.
And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Makes a grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
And the Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Here's the give off the left side. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
yeah, just mauling. No secret play call.
Afterburner's coming. He's at the 30.
This is bad tackling, fellas.
The juice, the jets, the moves, and
Bad fucking tackling. Come on, y'all. That's me too. I had these shits on fast too. Run the time out next time, Mitch.
Showing you the speed, now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
Explosive plays are great, but you got to finish the deal. 1st and 10 in the red zone.
He got to cough that up.
Stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch. As you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Touchdown Trojans! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes the Ohio Ohio State offense onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Quarterback will audible. On second down, he's looking downfield. Makes his connection. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. First down to start the drive after the break. Wide receiver shows motion. With jet sweep pass. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Feeling some heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to throw it again. Lets it fly deep downfield. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Hey, he's got that by-you speed, like I run by you. You can call it whatever route you want to call it, but does a nice job winning at the line of scrimmage, getting behind the DB, runs, catches it right in the end zone. Big play for this offense. Nice throw, nice catch.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. That type of pressure on the quarterback, that's vintage Ohio State, right in keeping with the legacy that's been established by the Buckeye team.
Yeah, and you take pride in that. You own that legacy. With all those guys you see performing at a high level in the NFL, man, you see that, you want to go get it. Recruiting guys to fit those profiles. That's why Ohio State always has a good defensive line.
With that, he's got 101 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Trying to impose their will with the run. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane.
Oh, we got to be able to do something in this run, man.
They get him down at the 35. And the Trojans are in the hurry up.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, when they slipped the run.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you can throw it to him on third down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Trying play action. And the defense gets to the quarterback. And this defense, this crowd, this atmosphere, it can rattle an offense in a hurry.
You can shake them up. When you can get to the quarterback and affect them, we all know they become very human. They start seeing things. And with this crowd, they can't hear anything. This place is going absolutely nuts. Nice job rushing the passer, igniting the crowd.
Got a man, it's West. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives live? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Guys, roll that offense back out there. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
On 1st and 10 from the 38. Motion from the offense. Quick touch pass to the receiver.
I thought it was some up in there.
Don't give them any extra yards.
Cool too, though.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. It's so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They want to just keep throwing it. He makes the connection. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, the quarterback has looked his way early, and he's looked his way often all game long. Now he's got over 150 yards when throwing to that guy.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. UCF is in serious trouble right now, and by in trouble, I mean this could get uglier than a bad prom date. They're trailing by 14 to Kentucky. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Man, I really love the way this guy looks when he's toting the rock. You think about all the high school kids out there who dream about one day donning a USC jersey and being the starting running back for the Trojans. There's so much competition, not just in the state of California, but nationally, to come to this school and be the guy, to be RB1. He's on the field for a reason. This guy is unique. He's got speed and vision. What a weapon.
Line getting set on second down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was second and long. They weren't expecting the run, so now we've got third and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again here?
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Give to the running back. Across the 25, he's got room. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those
So who
sticks
going
for the
in
first down.
here now?
Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
And you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
On second down. After the run, now to throw. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass.
Stop trying that seam shit.
Right at the goal line. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room, because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Running with power. Oh, he's going backwards.
Yeah, some hoes for that.
A tremendous loss.
That is exactly what this defense needed. They have not had a great first half, given up a bunch of touchdowns, but this might get them started. This might get the energy going and maybe rattle the quarterback a little bit with that sack.
He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. They feed him again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Timeout, USC.
The Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Boots' first of the day away was called on 4 times in the victory last week. He gets a block. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to go up top on first down. Working the middle. Hits him with a stiff arm.
The tackle.
That should be the final play of the first half.
Mm-hmm.
One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. He's looking to throw it. He's got his man.
Good stop, fellas.
Really well done on that throw and catch. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Kickoff and kickoff return teams on the field, and we're just about ready to go in the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was
Fires one high and deep. And it's caught inside the 25. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, trying to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
You keep going away from what you say you're going to do.
Film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
He's got it on the right, and he's dragged down.
Well, he was licking his chops. As soon as he saw blitz, he knew some guy was trying to cover him man-to-man. Ain't going to happen. With his skill set, he's one of the best in the country, and that is just way too easy.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to get it through the air. And the missed connection on third down.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
It is good. And now the lead's extended a little further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this,
let him throw that pick. Come on, man.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football. And now
Stay in base. This nigga gonna run an inside zone or some shit. Stay in base. Stay in base.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend.
Told y'all what he was gonna do, bro. We can't stop this shit.
They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. Wants to throw on first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Now 2nd and 10. It's a draw. Hard running there. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. They'll leave it with him. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle.
That makes the score Ohio State 31, USC 17.
Still a lot of time to go here in the 3rd quarter, but they want the ball back right now with an onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
The gift to the tailback. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
3rd down coming up.
They'll have to get it to the 37 on 3rd down. Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Still looking. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. The inside handoff. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep.
You ain't block a soul, baby.
Third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
How about that? You don't see those, touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this is a short flip that counts as a completion that goes a long way, but the defense aggressive. Saw it.
Oh, they blocked the kick.
It's always some.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make them.
They'll throw it on first down.
Throw that stupid shit. Give me that, man.
Complete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. It's pretty clear he didn't care about the double coverage. He thought his guy was better than their two guys.
Well, and there's reason to think that. That dude's a stud, and I understand it. I want to find ways to get him the football, but when it's 2-on-1, I might think about looking somewhere else.
On second down, just keeps firing. He'll try to
Oh, nope. He passed the line. Yep.
And it's caught inside the 15. And he's brought down.
Mm-hmm.
The flag is also down. So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on third down. He'll try the left side.
This trash ass nigga, man.
That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw.
Go get him.
The heat was all over him, and that's the way the third quarter will wrap up with a big sack.
USC 17.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right.
That's an ugly pass.
Right there, but he makes
I ain't think that's where that ball was going.
11 and a red zone chance. The Trojans have taken it inside the 20. Comes out throwing on first down.
Y'all don't see me spamming fucking R3, that mean go get the fucking ball, man.
Southern Cal. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. UCLA is just getting blown right out of the Rose Bowl today. And while scorned Pac-12 fans might have no problem with that, this will not sit well with that fan base. They're trailing by 24 to Army. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Makes the grab. It's open.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They'll go to the ground. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Can't get him to the ground. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They're testing the right side here. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Man, I like the call. 3rd and inches, I feel like I can get a few inches. I just need to fall forward, but this defense more than ready for the quarterback sneak.
Now, I think as a play caller, that just makes you second-guess everything. You'd love to think you can just dial up QB sneak to pick up that first down. Now, you're probably going to have to hand it off to the big fella behind you to keep this drive going.
And the O will stay out there and go for it on 4th and inches. Makes the grab on the shuffle. Still running at the 40. Open runway ahead. Touchdown, Ohio State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. They're lining up to boot it away. Coming out with it, it's Brown. You're not getting him on the ground, still on his feet.
Bro!
Makes a move. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Just barely able to keep him from housing it on that one. What a nice return. This dude is absolute electricity.
It's some bullshit.
And the offense is out on the field with a 1st and goal. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal.
Bro, how don't either one of y'all make the tackle? Come on, bro.
6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? And you can just feel that right now. It just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over. All of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some win. They've got some hope. Their defense now needs to get the football back to keep that momentum going.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just giving...
And he breaks into the open. At the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And once he got loose, it was all over. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and then Dave shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. He'll come out throwing on first down. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
And the Trojans headed quickly to the line.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It doesn't get any better from your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. At the 35, he's open. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
You got to be impressed by how you've seen this offense finish in this football game. They've been scoring points in the fourth quarter, just got a touchdown on their last drive, and there they rip off a big run. They are not letting off the gas pedal right now, and as a coach, you love to see that.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Might as well keep pounding that rock at this point in the game, even though it's 2nd and 12. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. He's knocked down in the backfield, he'll lose a couple. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. This is a big third down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. He's looking downfield to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. Forced to just throw it away on third down, and now they face fourth.
I tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up fourth.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Timeout, Ohio State.
And the Buckeyes line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through it?
And down he goes back at the 3.
Giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
Listen to this crowd.
What's up, Mom?
Shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Just tried to barge their way forward out of the gun and still couldn't find any room to run. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. They'll try to pick up the first. At the 35, he's got room. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. He's going to pass. They're trying to get to it. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Big first down sack for the defense, brings up second down. He's looking to throw. He's going up top here late in the game. And he makes the catch at the 25. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. He's looking to throw. He's going for the big play. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and here in the final minute, they still have a chance.
And this is always an interesting spot for me now because you're going to have to go for two regardless. I don't know if it's now or if it's later when you score, but at some point you're going to have to pull the trigger. So that's a you decision, but nice job by this offense getting the touchdown now to give yourself that opportunity to have a choice.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Good shit, money.
What we have here, guys, after all
Good shit, boy.
these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. Man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much.
Dot 'em up down.
David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together. That's obviously what happened.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.